Hey, what's up? So what are some of the pros and cons of the 2020 13-inch MacBook Pro? Let's take a look. So the big question is, did we really get what we wanted here? So what I want to do today is go through the pros and cons of the 2020 13-inch MacBook Pro. And just by saying 2020 13-inch MacBook Pro, you can probably figure out one of the cons. Long story short is I'm going to go through 5 pros and 5 cons and just see what are some of the good things with this new system that came out in 2020. This is one of some of the bad ones, but this is something that's used quite a bit, the 13-inch MacBook Pro, and a lot of people love this device because it's easy to transport and things like that, so I won't get too much into that kind of stuff. But what's changed? What are some of the pros that's changed? What are some of the cons that may not have changed on the new system? So I'll go through this video. I'm just going to do 5 pros, 5 cons. Wait for the whole video and you'll see all of them. And we'll go from there. And let me know what you think in the comments and if you agree with what I want to say here. But let's get into the video. It's one of those things where I guess we're kind of hoping for a little bit more, but at the end of the day, this is what we got, so we got to do the best with it. The number 1 pro: no more butterfly keyboards. Well, this is actually a great change. This is what everyone's been waiting for. This has got the new Magic Keyboard like the 16-inch MacBook Pro, and it's just great to type on, and not a lot of problems like the last generation, a fix they needed to make for sure. The number 2 pro: you actually can get higher graphic cards on the top models, so if you go with the top model you get better graphics. The top models also come with some better CPUs that allow the new Iris Plus graphics cards, so if you're doing like video editing or even some light gaming, these better graphic cards might work good. The number 3 pro: you can get up to 32 gigs of RAM on the top models as well, so this is a great new feature as well. So if you look here, you can upgrade to 32 gigs of RAM, where the older models from 2019 only allowed up to 16 gigs. So for video editors, this is a dream come true. The number 4 pro: you actually get 2 times the storage on this over the 2019 models. So the base model doesn't come with 128, it comes with 256, which doubles. So if you want more storage, definitely go with the 2020 to start with. The number 5 pro: they actually do get faster CPUs on the higher models. Now the actual base model though still comes with an 8th generation, but if you go with the little bit upgraded models, you can get a 10th generation finally, which is about 80% faster, so definitely a good upgrade if you can afford it. And the first con, in no particular order, is going to be no hi-fi audio. So if you look at the 16-inch MacBook Pro that just came out, it does have a really good audio system. These are going to be actually the same speakers that were on last year's model for the 13-inch here. So if you look at the speakers on the side, they're the same, and they're not the hi-fi audio like the 16-inch gets. And the second con is no 14-inch screen. Now this could be one of the biggest ones, the biggest disappointments for everyone. Everyone thought this might match the 16-inch where they have increased the size of it. This is still 500 nits of brightness, so pretty good 13.3-inch screen, but really it's the same screen as last year. It's going to have the same larger bezels, so kind of a disappointment for the most part here. And the third con is it's going to have the same battery as before, last year's battery. So, we wanted it to have a little bit more battery life because it's a little bit thicker now. If you look, it's to 10 hours of, basically 10 hours of usage is what you get here. It says up to 10 hours wireless web, up to 10 hours of Apple app movie playback, things like that. So 10 hours playback is what you get this year. And the fourth con is the webcam. It's only 720p again, or HD, and it's a terrible webcam. Why can't they upgrade this? The screen's good, but the camera is 720p FaceTime HD camera. Everyone complains about this every year, and actually with the coronavirus and things going on, it's good to have a great camera so you can do video conferencing. So you're going to have to wait another year for this to happen. And the fifth con is it's still got the 2 USB on the base, so you only have 2 USB ports on the left side. Again, if you upgraded the more expensive models, you do get 4 on those, but they make you pay for it. So plus there's no other card readers or anything like that, and so it's kind of just a pain not to have that. And again, Apple, just listen to us, put more on. All right, so what did you think? Well, I guess everyone wanted the 14-inch, like we said. That's one of the big negatives. I mean, they wanted a 14-inch and a 13-inch body, and we didn't get that. So that's probably the next iteration. Who knows? And also the base model, they have some disappointing things like the 2 ports and what have you, but at the same time, you know, the price is around the same, and it's a very capable system for the price at, you know, $12.99 to start. So there's some positives there, and it's probably the one I'm going to pick up just because, you know, I don't want to wait another year, another 2 years for maybe the ARM processors to come out or something in the future. So I think this is a good choice for people that want, you know, a capable system. It should be able to do, you know, basic 1080p, basic 4K video editing. Nothing crazy. It doesn't, you know, if you get the base model again, I'm obviously the other systems that are a little bit more costly are going to have a little bit better processors in them, the Iris Pro and what have you. But if you just go with the base model, it should do basic stuff for like YouTube and what have you. So not a bad choice, but again, there's some disappointments there. Anyways, if you guys can support my channel, it would really help me out. Make videos on a whole bunch of things, you know, as far as a lot of Apple related stuff, PC stuff, and everything else, travel and what have you. But travel, unfortunately, isn't going too well right now. Hopefully everyone will stay safe, again, with the virus going around, and I'll hopefully have my studio soon. I'm kind of stuck in quarantine right now, but maybe give it maybe 30 more days or maybe less than that, and I'll be filming in a nicer area. Anyhow, we'll talk to you soon. Peace.